Hello, back to right. My name is Beast, and today we're back with ToHeart. Made it warning, it is 11:30. So I don't know how long I'll be recording. I got a little bit distracted helping someone beat, just casually helping someone beat Everdark down, because I'm a giga chat like that. He had to res me during the fight twice, while I only had to res him once, but we don't talk about that. He also does no-hit boss runs of Elden Ring bosses, so clearly I was the one that was really the deciding factor here. Anyways. Yeah, there's no Hoshiori this week because, as always was already stated in the last one, fucking Callum is out of town, so he's not here. And I do want him to be here for the route finale, so... Akari. Maybe I'll head home now. See Akari when I walk out of the building. Looks like she's waiting for someone.
Hiroyuki-chan.
誰か待ってんのか？
司法ね。帰りに新しくできたお店に寄ってく約束だから。
何の店だ？
ケーキのお店。
わざわざ太りに行くってわけだな。
もう、またそんな意地悪言う。
意地悪？忠告だぞ。
でもそのお店、本当に美味しいんだって。司法の一押しなの。
That didn't work out well.
あいつは何でも大げさに言うからな。
Anyways, went to fucking mini golf with the family today. It did not go well for me. I fucking lost. The amount of times the ball just... Because, like, the rules for adults at this mini golf place is, kids get, 10 swings, and if they don't get it in on the 10th swing, they get 11 and have to move on. For adults, it's 6 swings, and if they don't get it in by the 6th, it's 7. And by God, the amount of time where it took me it took me 3 swings to get into a narrow fucking hole. And then on the other side, it just barely missed the hole. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll get 4 swings then. Hit it once. There's the hole. Okay, hit it again. Hit again. And congratulations, you've stroken out.
俺も？どうすっかな。
行こう行こ
Cake of all things. Might as well.
まあ、たまにはいいか。
う。たまにはいいよ。
誘ったからには、お前のおごりだな。
That was when Chio showed up.
いたいた。ごめん、あかり。待った？
司法遅い。
私ってほら基本的に人気者だし、みんななかなか返してくれないのよね。
何が人気者だ。
あら、誰かと思えば帰宅部首相じゃない。あんたもいたの？
いたら悪いかよ、寄り道部首相。
そんな部がどこにあんのよ。
そりゃこっちのセリフだろ。
ああ、もう早速。
Akari mumbled, smiling
それ
wryly.
より司法、ひろゆきちゃんにケーキの話をしたら一緒に食べに行きたいって。
あんたも？
おい、こら、誤解されるような言い方すんじゃねえよ。お前が強引に誘ったんだろ。
まあ、そうとも言うけど。
ニュアンスが全然違うんだよ。何か？俺はケーキフリークか？
でも、甘いの嫌いじゃないでしょ？
そりゃまあな。そんな問題じゃねえんだよ。
まあまあ、別に甘いもの好きだからって恥ずかしがることないよ。
人の話聞いてんのかこれ。大体お前は昔からな。
ごめん、ひろゆきちゃん。
人の話を聞いてるような顔して聞いてねえ時が。
あ
なんだ志保、突然でけ。
どうしたの？
いっけない。私ち と休養を
She's trying to evacuate.
休養？
そうなのよ。だから悪いけどさ、さっきの約束は一つキャンセルすることで。
そうなの？
私ってスケジュールぎっちりなくせに忘れっぽくて困るのよね。
いい加減なやつだな。
そういうわけで今日のところはその口うるさいのにでも付き合ってあげてよ。
口うるさい？一体どの口で言ってんのやら。
この口よ、この口。何よ、もっと近くで見たいの。
ああ、わかったわかった。うるせえな。
そんじゃお二人さん、またねー。
She leaves.
ところで休養って何なんだ？
そう
なあ、後つけてみねえか？いつも気になるだろ？志保の用ってのがどんな用なのか。
でもそういうの良くないんじゃないかな。
行くのか行かねえのかはっきりしろ。俺は行くぞ。
待ってよ、ひろゆきちゃん。
急いでるわけでもなさそうだな。
ひろゆきちゃん、もうやめようよ。
うるせえなこの真面目っ子が。嫌ならお前だけ帰ってろよ。じゃあな。なんだあいつ、ブラブラしやがって。
誰かと待ち合わせしてて、まだ時間に余裕があるんじゃない？
かもな。なんだかんだ言って結局来てんじゃねえ。今度はゲーセンかよ。
ぬいぐるみ取ってる。
下手くそめ、おっことしやがって。
愛なんか叩いてる。怒られるよ。
もう一回チャレンジする気だな。無駄無駄。取れない台は何回やっても取れねえって。
can't be worse than
で
Tomoko.
も志保って意外にああいうのさらっと取っちゃうんだよ。
あんな集中力のかけらもないやつがか。
ほら見て、取れた。
もう下手な鉄砲も数打ち当たるってことだな。
中に入ってくよ。
よーし、俺たちも入ろうぜ。じゃねえよ。これからが本番だろうが。中で彼しかなんかと待ち合わせしてんのかもしれねえだろ。
だったら余計に。
好きにしろ。俺は行く。
ちょっと。ねえ、ひろゆきちゃん。
どこ行ったあいつ。
やっぱり悪いよ。
別に犯罪やってるわけじゃねえだろ。
プライバシーの侵害だよ。
大丈夫。あいつにはそれを言う資格はない。
ちょっと、それどういう意味？
志保、
何やってんのよあんたたち。ケーキ食べに行ったんじゃないの？
She says clearly fed up with us.
そりゃこっちのセリフだぜ。お前こそ休養なんじゃなかったのか？
そうよ。
そのぬいぐるみを取るのがか？
何よ、悪い？
別に悪かねえけどよ。何ムキになってんだ？
ムキになってなんかないわよ。
Could it be? She didn't actually need to do anything. She just wanted to let us be alone. That's dumb.
じゃ、もう用は済んだんだな。用は済んだかって聞いてんだよ。だったら行こうぜ。ケーキ食いによ。情報通の長岡先生一押しなんだろ。
そうよ。最高に美味しいんだから。
ここは一つお前の舌を試してやるよ。期待はしてねえけどな。
でもあの味は味覚音痴の人間にはわかんないかもね。
さあどうだろうな。
いいわ。ところで今回はあんたが私を無理に誘ったんだから当然そっちのおごりよ。
何？
じゃあ私は志保に誘われたから志保のおごりだね。
俺はあかりのおごりだぞ。
せっかくおごりだから一番高いの食べようかしらね。
じゃあ私も。
じゃあ俺はそれを2つ食うぞ。
それに一番高いドリンクもプラスして。
じゃあ私も。
よし、そんじゃ俺はそれに加えてさらにだな。
やっぱ今月は苦しいし自分の分は自分で払うことに賛成
だな。
So the three of us go and get cake. As for the flavor, although I try to hide my reaction from you, Akari's able to figure out that I like the cake. I'd be willing to go back. That skip was so fast, I think one of the girls just flashed her panties. That was unexpected. Whoops. And we suddenly have to go far away. Someone was like, oh, you have to like fucking turn down like 3 girls. Considering that we're still going far away here as well, it's looking like 4 actually. My glorious bath time. We don't care about the radio. Like, the more skipping I do, the more it feels like these routes ain't fucking worth all the skipping. Like, it's just not mind-numbing. Like, at this point, I almost wish this was a fucking cutscene collection all a fucking 358 days. Over 2. You know, like, I always complained, like, yes, they should have actually remade the actual game instead of making a cutscene collection, but, like, that's what this needs. Like, you go through one game and one entire route, and it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, here's all the dates with the corresponding events, and you can just view the events one by one. That's the shit I need here. Warm sunlight leaks through the curtains. Leaking through the curtain wakes me up. It's got pretty warm. On April 28th. It's about time I put my window blanket away. Winter blanket away. No window. For some reason Akari doesn't come to pick me up that day. She was sleeps in, so maybe she's sick. She was always by my side before, so her absence makes me oddly lonely. After himself asked the teacher about it.
今日上岸が欠席だけど、何か理由とか聞いてる？
ああ、風邪だそうだ。
風？
さっき連絡があったみたいだな。
See, she's really sick. She did mention she felt a little cold coming on. That's what it is, I guess. Home. When I got to my front door, I remembered that Akari's sick. Both her parents work, so I'm sure she's alone and bored right now. Maybe I should stop by. If it seems like she's asleep, I'll just go back home. Alright. At Akari's house. It's around the corner past my house. She lives so close, but I hardly come here anymore lately. It's been quite a while since my last visit. Stand at her door and reach out her hand to ring the doorbell when something occurs to me. Maybe Akari's asleep with a fever. If so, I'd feel bad about waking her up. Well, I'll try calling, but not too loud. Room's right over there. Speaking of voice, a little louder than my usual speaking volume. Nobody answers. Guess she really is asleep. Well, maybe I should leave. Turn around then. Hear the window open. And then Akari leans out the window.
Akari!
どうしたの？
お前の様子を見に来たんだ。
ちょっと待って。
Akari recedes back inside a little while later. Here at the front door unlock. Okay, she's cozy. She's fucking cozy. Walk inside to see Akari in cute pink
なん
pajamas.
だ寝てたのか悪いな起こしちまって
来てくれて嬉しいよ。待ってて、今着替え。
She puts a hand over her mouth.
おい大丈夫か
ごめん。
俺なんか気にしなくていいからお前は早くベッドで横になれ
でも、
いいからいいからお邪魔しまーす
I know Akari's house well. I moved my shoes and entered her home, then helped Akari up to her room on the second floor. After having her lie down, I sat in a
ごめ
chair.
んね。
何がだよ
わざわざ来てくれたのに。
わざわざってすぐ近くじゃねえか
LF.
そうそう今日の授業のノート一応全部取っておいた置いていくぜ相変わらず汚ねえ字だけどまあ気にすんな
ありがとう。
いいよこのくらいで感謝されたら俺は一体何回お前に礼を言わなきゃいけねえんだ
ひろゆきちゃん。
I don't know if it's because of the fever, but Akari's eyes seem to shine more than
風邪
usual.
だって
うん。昨べからちょっ
どうせ湯冷めでもしたんだろ
と、そうかも。
たくしょうがねえなお前
Akari giggles.
なんだよ
口癖だね、それ。
何が
その、しょうがねえなっていうの。
Do I? I realize that. Now she mentions it, maybe I do. Typical Akari, she notices
と
everything.
ころで具合の方はどうなんだ
だいぶ良くなった。
Oh, you just, by the way, anyways, how do you feel? Oh, yeah, no, I fucking love you. I meant your health, not your emotions. What?
そっか
明日はお休みだし、ゆっくり寝て直せば、明後日には学校行けると思う。
でもよく風邪は治りかけが肝心とか言うからな用心しろよ熱はないのか
今は、
どれどれ
Place my hand on Akari's forehead.
なんだか熱いぞ
うん。今はちょっと、あるみたい。
おいおい
でも平気、大丈夫。どうせ微熱程度しかないから。
それでも熱は熱だろ軽く言うなよ悪いななんだか逆に迷惑かけに来たみたいだな
Akari shook her head.
しかしせっかく来たのに何にもすることねえななあ腹減ってねえか
今はまだ。
薬はもう飲んだのか
寝る前に。
じゃあなんかしてほしいことは
ずっと、おでこに手を置いててほしい。冷たくて気持ちよかった。
バ
I look
カ
away.
人の手をなんだと思ってんだ
Still up a man on her forehead.
しょうがね
Okay, this one's better. Akari giggled. Crap, I said it again. Right after she just pointed out that I say it a lot too. Click my tongue and spat myself, and when Akari sees that, she grins.
私ね、その口癖言う時のひろゆきちゃんの目が好き。
なんだ
だってすごく優しい目するんだよ。
おいおい熱でもあるんじゃねえか
Yes, that's why she started having from school today.
あるよ。
そうか
Akari giggles again. Akari's eyes seem to glisten, and she gives me a look of pure joy. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Gotta change the subject before I blush.
そういやお前さ
何？
そのぬいぐるみまだ持ってたんだな
Look at the stuffed bear by her pillow.
それって確か小学生の時に俺がやったやつだろ確かゲーセンで撮ったんだよな もうずいぶん前の話だぞ。ほんと物持ちのいいやつだな。
ずっと一緒にいたら余計に愛情が湧いちゃった。
愛情ね。
But his bear is just ugly. Hey, it's blank
この
eyes.
クマ確か名前があったよな。なんだった？
クマ。
まんまかい。
名前つけたのひろゆきちゃんだよ。
そうだっけ？
Totally forgot.
私がクマを好きになったのひろゆきちゃんがくれたこのぬいぐるみのせいだよ。
そうなのか？
No idea. I just thought it was a weird fixation, but it was my fault. I feel kind of responsible for this. Let's try and stop mocking her bear
小
obsession.
さい頃ひろゆきちゃんよくこのクマを手で動かして遊んでくれたよね。
そうだっけ？よし、じゃあ久しぶりに魂を吹き込んでやるぜ。
Pick up the plushie and hold it up to Akari's face. Pretend like the bear is a puppet and make it talk.
明るい。腹減った。飯くれ。なんや、風邪ひいたんか？しゃあないの。普段からちゃんと予防しとかへんから。
なんで関西弁なの？
あ、いや、なんとなくそんなイメージが。
なんか違う。
なんや、人の喋りに記事。
別に。
なんや、ムカつく。
ごめん。
謝るぐらいやったら最初から言うね。
ひろゆきちゃん。
ひろゆきちゃんやない。クマや。ビシビシ。
ごめん。
あ、悪い。
Quickly put the bear
お
down.
前のせいだ。
Bob the bear on the head, ringing the bells on its neck.
悪かったな。こいつ生意気でさ。
Ugly smile. Akari giggles.
そのクマってそんなキャラクターだったんだ。
いや、今のはたまたま汚れた魂が入り込んだだけで。
このクマもともとひろゆきちゃんのだからひろゆきちゃんがそう思ったならきっとそんなキャラクターなんだよ。
Akari has to stop herself from laughing.
そうなのか？
I should have made bear more chill. Put him back where he was. Akari sighs.
ひろゆきちゃんがこうして来てくれるとは思わなかっ
なんで？
た。だって最近はめったに私の家に来ないし
特に用事もないからな。
なんとなく来づらくなっちゃったのかなって。
来づらい。そうかもな。
でも今日は来てくれたね。
ああ、
なんで？
お前のことが気になったんだよ。いつも身近にいる奴が突然いなくなるとやっぱり寂しいんだよ。だから早く直して学校来いな。なあ、あかり。あのよ、いつもいようと思ってたんだけど、そのさ、いつもありがとな。
ひろゆきちゃん。
Always wanted to tell her that, but I could never find the right time to do it. Maybe the gentle soft vibe of the rope brought the words out. Soft rays of the setting sun filled it in, painting Akari's room in shades of orange. Akari and I have known each other for all our lives. We have more than friends and less than a couple. She was always within reach, but I never took that critical step forward. We wanted our relationship to stay the same forever. But if there was any time to take that step, it was now. Alright, can you get chatted, I guess?
あかり。
ひろゆきちゃん。
And I brought my lips close to hers. Akari's naturally closed her eyes. And then... the day we had our first kiss. What lingers most in my memory is the gentle warmth of our lips and the deep orange light of the setting sun.
ひろゆきちゃん。
ん？
風移るよ。
はーか。
Playfully poke Akari in the forehead. This is already where most of the other routes would have ended. It's morning. I wake up, stay under my covers as I think back on what happened with Akari yesterday. Akari's room in the setting sun. We kissed, didn't we? Touched my lips. They were, of course, still the same lips. We're going out. Yep, there we go. That's that event. But all the girls are Indian
最近モテ
now.
るだろ。
Wednesday, April 30th. Get out of bed and stretch. It's the last morning of April and I feel
行
wonderful.
ってきます。
おはよう、ひろゆきちゃん。
Bright morning sunlight shines upon Akari as she gives me an energetic
おは
smile.
よう、あかり。
Smile back. She doesn't seem sick anymore.
なんだよ、どうかしたか。
おはよう、あかり。なんて挨拶したの。今日が初めてだなと思って。
そうか。
Akari smiles and nods.
おめえは藤田博之研究家かよ。
うん。私、研究家だよ。研究歴16年。
役に立たねえ研究だな。
そんなことないよ。この研究のデータはきっと将来役に立つんだから。
なところで、風邪の方はもういいのか。
おかげさまですっかり。
そっか。
お見舞いに来てくれてありがとね。
感謝されるようなことかよ。
うんうん。多分そのおかげで治ったんだよ。
なわけあるか。お前の体の抗体がインフルエンザを撃退したんだろ。
もう。
Akari cracks a smile.
ところでひろゆきちゃん、
あ、
風邪うつらなかった？
いや、別に。なんだよ。
だって口移しだったからちょっと心配してたんだ。
I think back on the soft touch of her lips.
お前、おたついのあれ、二人だけの秘密だからな。なんだその含み笑いは。
なんでもないなんでもない。うん、分かった。内緒にしとく。
特に司法には絶対だぞ。
Akari smiles and nods. I look away. At this point, it is okay for him to tell people that they are dating because, by God, they are dating. I mean, the break between first and second period. Akari and I are chatting about what we watched on TV yesterday. And then
藤田先輩。
I turn to see Aoi.
こんにちは。
Aoi nods hello. Is this the first, like, because thus far, every time you say that you're going out with her, with the other girls, she isn't present. Is this gonna be the one where, like, even at this point, you can somehow opt out of Akari-Route and say that you aren't dating, but you can't say that she's a girlfriend, and that is like, oh, she's right there, and is now acutely aware of what's going on. Aoi says hello.
こんにちは。
No,
葵
hello.
ちゃん。あ、こんにちは。上岸先輩。
We only run into each other in the morning sometimes, so I'm surprised that Aoi remembers Akari's
ど
name.
うしたんだこんなとこに。
ちょっと通りかかっただけなんですけど、じゃあ私先に教室戻ってるね。
おう、
I watched Akari return to the
先
classroom.
輩。
お、
先輩と上岸さんって
Never mind. There goes my
お付き
theory.
合いなさってるんですか？
は？
あ、いえ、すみません。あんまり仲がいいもので、そうかなと思って。
俺があいつと？
Almost laugh.
そうだな。あかりと俺は。
It's not just something like that at this point, brother. Y'all's kissed without one of you forgetting that it happened because she was sick. y'all's kissed. She joked about her 16 years of experience in knowing what he's like, being useful, probably going to be how they're going to be useful in the future. They're dating. It's like they're pseudo dating. Like it's the only thing that's missing is them just declaring it. I could say something like that.
まあそんなみたいなもんかな。
Well, Shakati talked to a friend in the classroom has answered. We don't see it like that, but maybe it looks that way to everyone else.
そうなんですか。
Somewhat perturbed how he looks
け
away.
どだからってさ。
すみません。
おいちゃん。
Cloud's away, but she keeps running down the hall. Seems like she took that as more than it was. Well, we're not just old friends, so it's not necessarily inaccurate. But Away doesn't know what our relationship was like, so maybe it should have been more clear. Bell rings. At this point, he feels too wishy-washy. Like, I'm okay with him just going like, oh yeah, we're dating at this point. Because, quite frankly, considering the kind of person Akari is, it'd be weird for them not to even, like, declare it that. If anything, the issue is him being too wishy-washy about... What the fuck are you? Oh, is that gonna be Rio? The last character we haven't unlocked? Spring's almost over. Gaze absentmindedly out the window at classes until I start to feel sleepy. Take a nap. Can't deal with this. I'm taking a nap. And as I'm barely tired, there's only one thing to do. Just for 10 minutes. It'll only be for 10 minutes. The sky is red. Is it sunset? Why is Sting... What? Sunset? The days are long in spring and it's sunset? What the hell? How many hours was I asleep? A moment later, I raised my head off the desk. And then... Oh, hi. Never mind. It's just there.
Akari.
I see Akari
な
grinning.
んだお前何してんだ。
待ってたんだよ。
俺を。
ぐっすりと気持ちよさそうに寝てたから。
バカ起こせよ。今何時だ。
さっき最終下校の放送があったから6時くらいじゃないかな。
6時。マジか。何やってんだ俺は。熟睡ようか。
まあまあ、その分いい夢見たでしょ。
夢なんか覚えちゃいねえよ。
でも幸せそうな顔で寝てたよ。
まさかお前俺の寝顔をずっと見てたのか。
ずーっとね。
お
可愛かったよ。
あかり。
何？
ちょっとこっち来い。
Akari approaches me. Hi. Pinch your cheek.
こら。
Pinch Akari's cheek.
もう何するの？
帰るぞ。
Grab my bag and rise from my seat and leave the classroom with Akari.
さすがに誰もいないね。
時間が時間だしな。あとはクラブハウスに文化部の連中が残ってるくらいだろ。しかしすっかり日も長くなったよな。
明日からはもう5月だからね。
あ、そうやそうか。
見慣れてるはずの坂道なのに夕焼けだと全然別の場所にいるみたい。
まあな。
すっかり暗くなっちゃったね。
お前なんか楽しそうだな。
そうかな。
Reach my house.
じゃあな、気をつけて帰れよ。つってもすぐそこだけど。
ありがとう。じゃあね。
Akari smiles and waits before returning home. Now then, guess I'll get changed to go buy dinner. Again, this already feels like it should be the end of the route. Like the fucking finalized that you're going out and then it ends. mean, hell, that's literally how Tomoko's route ended, essentially. Same for Lemmy's. Same for always. Same for everyone else. Time for the first period break.
ひらゆきちゃん
Akari approaches him saying,
いや
try to act natural and smile back, but it's a bit
どう
awkward.
したの
Akari, of course, noticed someone was off. She giggles.
いいよ別に何も
Tried to avoid the question. It's actually more than nothing. When I saw Akari, my heart raced. Evidently, I've unconsciously started paying a lot more attention to Akari. Well, it's to be expected. We were always close, but had just taken a very big, very sudden step forward. It's made it a lot harder to talk to her like I always have. Sort of bothers me that Akari knows how flustered I
なん
was.
か用か
Akari gleefully
今
nods.
日ひろゆきちゃんの家に行っていい？
俺ん家に何しに来るんだ
お夕飯作ってあげようと思って。
夕飯
That's a nice thing to offer to do. I've been eating out a lot lately, so ramen, convenience store food, takeout bento, and fast food are starting to bore me. I'm starting for some home cooking. Well, no reason to say no. Tell her
じゃ
okay.
あ今日の帰り一緒にスーパーに寄っていこうね。
It's about to realize something. Akari and I will be alone tonight. Nobody else home. We'll be alone in my house together plenty of time. We've been alone at my house together plenty of times, but it's a bit different now. Now Akari and
一
I
緒
are...
に行ってくれるでしょ？
おう
どうしたの？さっきから変だよ。
別に
Clear my
変
throat.
なの。ひろゆきちゃん、
Okay, I was about to make a joke like, well, time to go talk to someone completely different. But nah, the game doesn't even let you choose. Akari approached my seat.
朝言った通りスーパーに寄って帰ろう。
Akari grins. Let's do it.
おうじゃあ行こうか
Picked up a bag and rise from a chair. Akari asked me something on the way
ひろゆ
back.
きちゃん、何が食べたい？
そうだなじゃあ豚の丸焼きバナナの葉っぱにくるんで地面に埋めてその上で焚き火して蒸し焼きにするやつ名前は知らん
でも丸ごとの豚なんて手に入らないよ。半分になったのならメーカーに直接注文すれば買えるけど。
素で返すなおいあかり別に豪勢にする必要はねえぞ派手なのだったらファミレスとかでも食えんだからなんか家庭的なやつにしてくれ
わかった。リクエストはある？
特にお前の得意料理
私の得意料理？何かな。これといって得意とか苦手とかないし。
ま、お前に任せるよ好きなの作ってくれ俺的にはうまくて安くて栄養があれば文句ねえから
それは十分厳しいよ。
お前ならできる米はある味噌もある調味料も主要なものは一通り揃ってるあとはお前を信じる
わかった。やってみるよ。
よしその意気だ
It's easier than you might expect to get Akari hyped up. Shopping at the supermarket together while we are both in school uniforms makes us stand out in a way I don't like, but whatever. Akari buys tofu, pork, seaweed, daikon, carrots, cucumber, asparagus, lettuce, eggs, avocado, natto, and more. I have no clue what she's planning on cooking. The whole time we're shopping, Akari goes on about random facts about how pork is high in vitamin B1 and helps with fatigue. Akari cares a lot about both taste and nutrition. When it comes to food, I know I can count on Akari to handle it. She's reliable in that way. Despite everything she buys, it's surprisingly cheap. When I go shopping, it always costs me over 3,000 yen. I'm impressed Akari knows how to check the prices. She's learned it all from helping her family out or her wife.
で結局何作ってくれるんだ
それはできてからのお楽しみということで。
言うと思ったぜ
Akari giggles. Get back to my place around 5. It's a little early for
こんに
dinner.
ちは。
お、上がれ上がれ。
お邪魔します。
Akari's bowed slightly and entered the
適
house.
当にキッチン使っていいぜ。俺は部屋で着替えてくるから。
わかった。じゃあ、お台所借りるね。
Change it to some more casual and go down to the living room. Akari's already preparing to cook in the kitchen. He's washing and chopping vegetables. Sitting on the couch and turned the TV
な
on.
あ、まだ早いんじゃねえのか。
Then she replies,
でも、準備だけしとくよ。
そうか。
Well, Akari's hard at work. I space out and watch TV. Sometime later, Akari comes out of the
とりあえ
kitchen.
ず、準備は終わったよ。食べるのは7時くらいでいい？
おう、それまでは適当に暇つぶそうぜ。
Take a deck of cards out of a
神
drawer.
経衰弱でもやっか。
うん。
I split the deck. Then I shove the cards.
ひろゆきちゃん上手。
まあな。
Place cards face down on the
よ
table.
し、始めるぞ。まずはお前からだ。
Our game of memory begins. Results are hardly worth sharing. You play 3 matches that crush you every
あ
time.
かり。お前って。本当に弱いな。お前、記憶力あんのか？
あれ？そういえば私、どうしてここにいるんだっけ？
今のがいわゆるあかりギャグか？面白くねえ。
Akari hangs her head low.
まあ、それはともかくだ。ほら、お前負けたんだから早く脱げよ。ゲームに負けたやつは脱ぐのが掟だろ？
そんな、聞いてないよ。
はあが、何焦ってんだ。冗談だ冗談。
なんだ。
本気にすんなっつう。なんだよ。
今のがいわゆるひろゆきちゃんギャグなんだね。
Akari hangs her head low again. We play until 6:30.
お料理始めるよ。
ああ、
She starts cooking. She's come out of to cook before, so she already knows how to use the kitchen and where the knives and dishes are. Even many of the seasoning on the shelf were originally bought by her. Is like a part-time housewife? Well, maybe housewife is a bit much. Or like a maid, let's say. She looks really good in an apron. Kind of domestic. Those thoughts run through my head as I glance over at Akari in the kitchen. Stir-frying some with a frying pan and chopsticks. Hear oil sizzle and smell a pleasant aroma. We don't need this. She taps her foot onto the rhythm as she enjoys singing some song. Never mind, she's more like a newlywed than a maid. Sink into the couch and blankly watch Akari. Too bad. It's not much longer before Akari finishes the special dinner and sets it on the table. There's pork wrapped asparagus and carrots. There's an avocado and natto dish. There's cucumber daikon and carrot sticks with homemade tartar sauce. There's miso soup with tofu, seaweed, and onions. There's pickled eggplant. That's the stuff. There's some cooking. The beef stew from last time was good, but with all the eating out I do, this kind of cooking feels special. Plus, it's crazy that you can make so much for so cheap. According to Akari, it's possible to maintain this level of quality for less than 300 yen per meal. She She really knows how to make a little bit of money go a long way. I could gain another point in my book.
たくさん食べてね。肉巻きとかまだまだおかわりあるよ。
Akari says, smiling.
じゃ、いただきます。
Start with the dish on the middle of the table, the pork wrapped with vegetables. The boiled asparagus and carrots were wrapped on thin slices of pork and grilled on in an oiled fry pan before being seasoned with salt and pepper to finish. Flavor simple, but not too rich. It's the kind of food I can tear through. It's a perfect example of comforting home-cooked food. Take a bite.
うめえよこれ。やるじゃねえか。
ほんと？よかった。
Next, I try the avocado and natto dish. The natto and half-inch cubes of avocado are flavored with Japanese mustard, soy sauce, and kombu, then topped with thinly sliced daikon, radish, and cucumber. I assume that's supposed to be the thing in the square container. Buttery avocado and the distinctive texture of natto combined to create an undeniably delicious dish. The daikon is nice and crunchy too. I chow this down too. It's actually trying to make me fat. And there's the cucumber, daikon, and the carrot sticks. They're a perfect palate cleanser. Fresh vegetables are incredibly delicious too.
タルタルソースをさりげなく自分で作るところが憎いよな。
誰でも簡単に作れるよ。
簡単だけどめんどくさい。それをやるのが憎いってんだ。
Move on to the miso soup with tofu, seaweed, and onions. I slurp some. The flavor is perfect. Leave it Akari to know exactly what I like. The addition of diced spring onion makes the flavor even better. Akari knows not to skip out on even little steps like that. Another point in my book. Try the pickled eggplant next. That's the one in the middle, I suppose. Can't have rice miso soup without some pickled. Akari knows that. Rather than do something easy and obvious like pickled radish or cucumber, she went with a pickled eggplant with mustard. I approve. Akari made stew last time and hot pot the time before that. Evidently, Akari can cook all sorts of things. Akari's mother is a professional chef, and I can imagine Akari becoming just as good in the future.
あかり、おかわりだ。
Out of my empty bowl.
こんな短い時間でそつなくまとめ上げるとは。お前もやるようになったもんだな。
そうかな。
うん。これならもういつ嫁に出しても恥ずかしくないぜ。
嫁って誰の？
そうだな。じゃ、俺んとこ来るか？え？ははは、本気にしたか。
もうひろゆきちゃんたら。
ぐったぐった。
Well, I fess up on the couch. Akari's cleaning up. He's gone above and beyond to repay me for visiting her while she was sick. Couldn't ask for anything more. Akari finishes cleaning and watched TV with me. I don't have much more to do now that we've eaten, so we got quiet. We both got kind of fidgety and awkward. Though we were watching some trashy variety show, it's like our minds are elsewhere. Mine is, at least. It's next to us. That's all I can think about. I can't focus on TV. I repeatedly sipped the tea Akari made me, but I still feel oddly parched. I notice Akari constantly getting more tea too. Yeah, she's thinking the same thing. The show ends at 7:55. Akari looks at the clock and gets up from the couch. And then...
そろそろ帰らなくっちゃ。
She says what I was expecting.
帰るのか。
だってもうこんな時間だし。
Akari reaches out to grab her bag by the couch. I reach out, unable to stop myself from grabbing her hand.
ひろゆきちゃん。
Panicking to let go.
何？
Akari looks a little
どうした
surprised.
いや。
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know why. The thought of Akari going home made me seize her
ひ
hand.
ろゆきちゃん。
She repeats my name. I fucking invited to my room. I stare into Akari's
俺
eyes.
の 部屋に行こうぜ。
Let's say. Akari has to ask me to repeat myself. Say it
部屋
again.
に行こうぜ。
This time I say it somewhat firmly. I'm not hiding my feelings with humor anymore. I muster up the determination to express how I feel. Akari seems to understand that. She doesn't answer right away. I think she knows what's coming to my what coming to my room would mean. There's a moment of silence. Akari and I, our relationship had a blurred line for over a decade at this point. We're like siblings, but not. We were closer than friends, but we never dated. We were within each other's reach, but we never saw a line we never wanted to cross, and it worked well for us. Now, however, I was about to cross that line. The line that had been hazy ever since that kiss. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to make that blurry line into some more well-defined. I think it's a natural step. The time that passed was either very brief or very long. Silence weighed heavily upon me. I couldn't bear it. Speak up.
あかり、
Akari looks up. She isn't usually tense. Maybe she's a little nervous. Try to act natural.
なあ、俺たちってもう長い付き合いだよな。お互い物心つく前からだから少なくとも15年以上は付き合ってるよな。
Akari
お
nods.
互いのこと大体何でも知ってるし、気兼ねなく付き合えるし、一緒にいても全然疲れねえよな。昨日今日付き合い始めたような恋人同士より俺たちの方がずっと深い関係だと思わねえか。
思うよ。
なのにさ、なのにまだキス止まりなんだよな。
When I mentioned the kiss, Akari's shoulders jumped slightly.
別にそれが悪いってわけじゃねえけど、もう少し先へ進んでもいいんじゃないかって。もちろん俺の勝手な意見だけど。
Akari stares at the floor and remains silent. She's thinking hard about something. Her hands are clasped together and trembling. She must be nervous. So am I. My hands are sweaty. I've been so nervous around Akari in my life. What the hell is this? This feeling. Silence grows heavier and heavier, weighing down on my shoulders. Akari doesn't make a sound. I'm starting to get fed up.
なんだよ。なんでさっきからずっと黙って。なあ。
ごめん。
Something about her apology only makes me more
お
annoyed.
前、俺のこと好きなんだろ。
Akari looks up. Oh crap. Didn't mean to be that aggressive.
それとも好きじゃねえのかよ。
Now I'm feeling embarrassed to look down. What am I saying? There's another moment of silence. Then Akari quietly speaks up.
好きだよ。
She bashfully
小さい
replies.
頃からずっと好きだったよ。今だってもちろん大好きだよ。
あかり。
Why make her say this? I feel a bit guilty. Didn't have to ask if she loved me, or what he knew. Right. That was good. I made our feelings clear. We love each other. It's only natural we want each
だ
other.
ったら
I get off the couch. Akari trembles.
あかり。
I ask with an awkward smile.
私
She murmurs.
私もう帰らなきゃ。
You know, she likes you. She doesn't know you like her.
だってまだ制服のままだし、あんまり遅くなるとお母さん心配するし。
Like, as it stands, you're making it sound like you're just going for convenience. The fact that you, like, fucking tried to smash her without even fucking making it clear to her that you like her is an issue. More silence. The air is frigid. Awkward smile stuck on my face. A short time later, I forced it off.
そっか。
Tried to act casual and stick my hands in my pockets of my chains. Say, so that's how it is. Akari mutters an
わか
apology.
ったよ。
I sigh.
玄関まで送るぜ。
Akari slowly starts walking.
しゃあな。悪いけど、ここで。
じゃあまた。
Akari waves and exits through the front door. Based on what I've been told, this is currently the same issue as fucking... God, what was her name? Hold on. Something with M. Morino. Like, based on what I was told about her route in Hatsukai 1-1, this seems to be a similar issue with Morino, where the main character isn't, like, expressing the fact that he likes her. So it feels like he is going for them for convenience's sake. I locked the door. Lost my own heart. Returned to the living room. I exhale. Then, I fall onto the couch. I just stared at the ceiling. Let out a deep sigh. And then,
何やってんだ、
I muttered.
俺は。
Gotta close my eyes. I don't want to think, but I can't help it. Akari. She's always been with me. Through kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, and high school. She was always by my side. Seeing her all the time made me see her as my own sister. But it's not like that anymore. A childhood friend could be like sibling, but you aren't really related. Our relationship isn't platonic. I've honestly been aware of Akari's feelings for a long time. She loves me. I've always known that. Akari never said it out loud, but she showed it through her attitude. And I won't deny that it made me happy. It's about noticing I went years without doing anything about it. Because she really was like a sister to me. I didn't want to see her romantically. I did love her, of course, but not like a girlfriend. Eventually, though, even my feelings changed. I think it started when Akari changed her hairstyle. She was shockingly cute after that. I was shocked the first time I saw it. Couldn't see her as the same Akari anymore. And ever since that day, I've been more aware of Akari as a girl. What made it worse was when Yajima from the baseball team wanted me to get them together. Couldn't stand the idea of seeing her with another guy. And when nothing happened with Yajima in the end, I was relieved. Akari wasn't just a childhood friend. I was starting to fall in love. That was when I realized. And almost a kiss. We had our first kiss at Akari's house. That was when we moved from childhood friends to a couple. Or that's what I thought, at least. When I saw Akari's tears of joy after the kiss, I regretted making her wait so long. So I wanted to make up for lost time. That was why I wanted to advance our relationship. And yet, she loves me, but I guess our current relationship is enough for her for now. Maybe it's enough for her just to feel comfortable and at ease with me. But I ruined that. She looked so uncomfortable. Oh, damn it. What have I done? I was in too much of a rush. Shouldn't have done anything. I screwed up. I should have said what I did. Crap. Maybe we didn't want quite the same thing from each other after all. Tried to push things to the next level. But maybe she was content with our relationship as it was. It was enough for her to just feel comfortable and at ease with me. Right. I'm sure that's right. Maybe I felt the same way deep down. When it happened, that tension and discomfort were erased, my palms were sweaty. So I wanted out dating Akari. Did I want to feel so suffocating? No. I wanted things to stay as they were. I want to relax and have fun with her like I always did. I want to stay that way forever. Then maybe it'd be best to date her like nothing has changed. I'm like the older brother and she's like the older sister. The relationship I shared with my childhood friend was an ambiguous one. There was no reason to change that. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't matter how anyone else does things. We are who we are. We don't need to try and be a typical couple, right? Okay, probably realizes that, but I ain't. That crap. Wish I could take back what I did. What did I say to Akari tomorrow? Alright. Let's say this whole night was a joke. Inviting her to my room and trying to move things forward was all a joke. As Akari we're talking about, I'm sure she'll laugh it off. And our relationship can go back to the way it was. And I just got a bit caught up in the moment and made a little joke. She'll buy that explanation, right? Right? What? Could it be at this hour? Put myself off the couch, then I head to the door. Shio punch. I unlock the door. Never mind.
Akari.
It's Akari. I freeze up for a moment.
なんだよ。
I ask her with an awkward smile.
忘れ物でもしたのか？
忘れ物。
Seems to be misunderstanding.
お前。だから、何しに来たんだ？
だってひろゆきちゃんが。
俺がなんだよ。
I ask. Akari shyly looks away.
さっき俺の部屋に行こうぜって
She mumbles.
そう言ったじゃない。
I pause for a second.
は？
She faintly smiles.
何言ってんだよ。帰るっつったのはお前の方だぜ。
だって制服のままだったし、遅くなるとお母さんたち心配するし、それにお風呂とか入りたかったし。
I noticed the scent of shampoo from Akari's hair. Wait a second. What's going on then? Okay, never mind. I'm fucking confused. The issue isn't the fact that he has not once actually said that that he likes her. Because thus far it does entirely give... Like, if I was Akari, it would entirely feel like he is going for me for convenience's sake. Right now. Whoops. Not what I wanted. What's going on then? What does Akari want? Does that mean Akari wanted me all alone? That's why she went home to take a bath first.
お母さんには志保の家に泊まるかもって言ってきたから。
Akari blushes.
ひろゆきちゃん。
何言ってんだよ。
Akari seems confused. I look down.
なんかさっきの本気にしたのかよ。
Try kidding around.
嘘に決まってんだろ。シャレだよ、シャレ。
ひろゆきちゃん。
Not the response
し
here.
てんじゃねえよ。しょうがねえな。たくよ。なんだよ。
Akari seems uncharacteristically serious.
嘘だよ。
She says.
嘘って何が？
Try to grin and argue. But my face muscles are twitching
そ
slightly.
んなの嘘だよ。ひろゆきちゃん。あの時本気で言ってた。真剣な目だったよ。
Akari stares straight at
本
me.
気だったから。真剣だったから。私もそれに応えたくて勇気を出して、だからこうしてきたんだよ。
I want to Bowser forward smash this man right now. Just full on.
なのにそんなのひどいよ。
なんだよ。そりゃよ。
Now it's my turn to be serious.
お前、帰っちまったじゃねえか。俺はあれを脳の意思表示だと思ったんだよ。
違うよ。あれは私。
普通はそう思うだろ。
I mean, to be fair, she didn't say like, oh yeah, let me come back after I took a shower. she just said, "Oh yeah, my parents." It feels like the fucking shirt is open more than usual, and I don't know what to feel about that. Like, I guess the button is just this was too high then. I guess this is just a weird shirt. They're like, she did just say like, oh yeah, she has to go home. Like, she's still wearing uniform. Her parents would be worried, and it's getting late. Those sound like she's just straight up saying like, no, I don't want this, without saying, no, I don't want this.
あの後、俺は後悔してたんだ。
後悔？
なんであんなことを言っちまったんだ。やめときゃよかったってな。
どうして？
いろいろ考えて、いつも通りの二人が自然だと思ったんだよ。ようやく答え見つけて、明日からはまたいつもの二人に戻るはずだったのに。
ひろゆきちゃん。
なのに、またこうして来やがって。とにかく今日はもう帰れ。悪いけど俺の中で気持ちの整理がついちまった。さっきのあれはなかったことにしてくれ。
Like, she just fucking walks past him, grabs him by the scruff of the neck. The next morning, he's just fucking in bed as she's next to him smoking a cigarette. Like, wow. What the fuck? Fucking cute Torbeck. Do you need a cigarette?
そんな。
There's a brief silence. And then... Akari hangs her head low. She murmurs weakly. Honestly, it hurts my heart a little.
ひろゆきちゃん。ごめん。
Akari turns to
ちょ
leave.
っと待って。
Stop.
何？
Turns back
何
around.
がごめんなんだよ。ごめんじゃねえだろ。お前は悪くねえんだからよ。
ひろゆきちゃん。
I mean, in the context of the situation, she kinda did. Like, she was down for it, but wanted to prepare herself. So instead of saying, please wait a second, she said, I'm leaving. Like, imagine that, like... Imagine if someone asks you, like, hey, can we, like, play cards? And you're like, well, sure, I'd love to, but I don't have my cards here right now. But I do have my cards back home. So I could go fetch them real quick. So you say, hold on, I'm leaving. No one in their right mind would be like, oh, he's gonna go get his cards. No, they're gonna be fucking believe that he doesn't want to fucking be a part of this.
それからお前、俺が帰れっつったら帰るのか。誘ったら来て、帰れっつったらそれであっさり帰んのか。
どういうこと？
お前、ずるいんだよ。
ずるい？
受け身すぎんだよ。いつも俺の言うことに従ってばかりじゃねえか。何か他に言うことはねえのかよ。
The main character, yeah, the main character is kind of still sounding like an asshole here, though.
私。
何？
I look at the floor.
ひでえ言いがかりつけ。何にせよ。今日はもう帰ってくれ。お前とのこと、俺なりにもう少し真剣に考えてみる。
ひろゆきちゃん。
俺にとってお前が一体何なのか正直わからなくなってきた。もしかしたら俺、お前と今以上の関係になる自信。
Like, just specifically for this route, this man's maturity just went to 0. Like, in the others, he could be a little immature at times, sure, but he was still, like, mostly put together, you know? Like, he had a tendency to joke around, but he still tried to be like a sincere person under that. This man in this route is a fucking brat. Like, they did not know how to keep the character consistent. Hold on, I just noticed something. Why is it, like, lower this time? Like, we've had high, we've had lower. What is this? Fucking Google? Fucking stupid ass higher lower game? I mean, at least it only covered the fucking fast forward bar and shit like that.
Chana.
Open the door and push Akari out. Shut the door and lock it. Akari knocks on the door. I returned to the living room without answering her and turned the lights off. Climb the stairs in the darkness. Yeah, fucking climb the stairs in the darkness. Trip and break your fucking neck, brother. Like, he is just straight up being an asshole here. Like, is she the passive type? Yes, but like, she's always been. This is like, you fall for someone and then get upset by one of their, like, more prominent traits. And even then, she's not. It's not even like she's been passive. Like, she is very active in displaying that she likes him, even if she doesn't straight up tell him. Like, he fucking mentioned that himself, but suddenly he's like, she's fucking passive. Like, piss off. Sometime later, Akari finally seems to give up and leaves. I lay in bed in my dark room and stare at the ceiling. Eventually, I sit up. Punch the wall as hard as I can. Beating hard to try to catch my breath. Oh, damn it. What am I doing? Fucking up consistently over and over. I take an absurdly long shower. Want all of today's events to wash away. I easily dry myself with a towel and lay face up in bed again with just pants on. My hair's still wet, but I can't be bothered to do anything. Why just happen? Because you're a fucking dumbass. All I had to do was nothing, and everything would have stayed the same. It was because I was mentally exhausted, but as soon as I close my eyes, a wave of sleepiness washes over me, pulling me down into a deep, dark abyss. My fist aches. Thoughts run through my fading mind, and I see Akari for a while. Why is this one specifically the main character is a fucking dumbass that cannot help fucking up consistently, Route? Morning has the nerve to come yet again. Apparently I fell asleep almost naked. It's up in bed and gazed blankly at nothing. My mind wanders back to what happened with Akari last night. My heart is heavy with guilt. I wish it was a dream. Catch my hands and my right fist aches. It was from punching the wall last night. I did that to myself, as stupid as it was. No, quite frankly, should have done more, bitch ass. God damn it. May 2nd. All I have to do is get through school today, and then it'll be a 3-day weekend. Normally that would cheer me up, but... Leave home 10 minutes earlier than usual. That's to avoid Akari, of course. I want to see Akari for a while. After making it through the day, it is a long weekend. And then the school trip starts on Tuesday. We won't have to face each other for some time. Well, it takes some time to get my feelings in order. I sit at my desk and gaze out the window.
Hiroyuki-chan.
Akari arrives after me and approaches my desk.
今日はいつもより早いんだね。私、てっきりまた寝坊してるのかと思って、ひろゆきちゃんの。
あかり。
I cut her off.
何？
悪いけど、今はちょっと一人にしてくんねえか。
ごめん。
I hate the fact that literally the best thing in this route that could possibly happen at this point is Shiho's involvement. You imagine how dire the state of affairs has to be for me to sit there like, damn, I need Shiho to get involved. Because as much of an asshole and bitch as she is, she's fucking smack his ass up for being a dumbass. After Akari leaves, I rest my head on the desk. Like, at this point, I need fucking, Shiho and...
ちゃん
Hold on. Sorry. I'm forgetting names again because I'm a dumbass. Not what I wanted to do. Masashi. So I wasn't wrong. At this point, I need fucking Shiho and Masashi to take his ass behind the goddamn gym and fucking beat his ass.
あのね、修学旅行のことなんだけど。
アリーナ。
I ignore Akari and pass by. School's over. Well, it's the start of Golden Week. However, I'm not in a great mood. Ah, yes, you're not in a great mood. You don't want to see Akari. Time to see Akari. Well, dude, man.
Hiroyuki ちゃん。Hiroyuki ちゃん。あのね、明日。
Put my shoes on and ignore Akari. And leave the school.
Hiroyuki ちゃん。
I quickly turn away and walk off.
ひろゆきちゃん、待ってよ。
Akari runs over and grabs my right hand. I feel a rush of pain and frantically pull my hand away.
もしかして手怪我してるの？ゆうべはそんな怪我なんて。
あかり。しばらくの間、俺には話しかけねえでくれるか。
ひろゆきちゃん。
Turn away from Akari to walk off
ひ
again.
ろゆきちゃん。
I ignore her. Wow, that fucking did nothing. Anyways, time to talk to her so she can beat his ass up. Not actually. Let's go home. It really is just a dire state of affairs when I wish Shiho would get involved. I don't want to be here anymore.
ひろゆきちゃん。
Like, I expected Shiho to be the character that fucking pisses me off the most, but nah, it's the fucking main character in this route specifically. Like, there's an art to making a good, dislikable character. One character study of that is Tales of the Abyss. Luke is insufferable. But he is insufferable from the start. He is inconsistent in his insufferability. And he eventually fucking realizes, well, fuck. I'm an asshole. And then he tries to work on himself, but people don't just naturally accept him. He has to continuously put in more work and even goes to the natural conclusion of trying to go too far to the point of fucking self-sacrifice. It is a genuinely interesting character study of making a good, like a very well-written asshole character. Because, like, the only times the main character is allowed to be an asshole eventually, like, either the game is just built around, oh, hey, you're supposed to be an asshole. It's like a fucking, like, a good example is fucking GTA. You're an asshole because you probably play like an asshole. Like, it's the fucking power fantasy, essentially. But outside of that, having an asshole main protagonist just makes you not want to play a game. So if you write an asshole protagonist, there needs to be a payoff to it. And considering how the routes in this game have gone, there won't be a fucking payoff. Like, I guess, like, another good example would be fucking Hijiri in fucking Kakunuki Station Sparking, that's the one. That's the name. Like, she was an asshole. But it paid off in the end, because they gave us a good reason and then showed her regret for it. But they also, like, took, like, multiple hours to do so. This fucking game, considering the other routes, ain't gonna do that. Like, he's waiting for me at the park.
いい加減にしろ。しばらく会いたくね。
Turn around and then walk off.
ひろゆきちゃん、
ついてくんな。
And then walk off.
ひろゆきちゃん。
I was like, God, you know that one cutscene from like, it's like, I think it's one of the Call of Duty games where like you're running up a fucking set of stairs and someone comes in out of nowhere and fucking punches you down the flight of stairs. I need that to happen to him. Like he fucking exits the fucking park trying to get away from him and someone just comes in and rocks his shit with one punch. Get to bed early that night, but can't sleep. Light from outside the window dimly lights my room. Blankly stare at the ceiling in the dark. What do you think about his Akari?
ひろゆきちゃん、どうしたの？ひろゆきちゃん。
Images of Akari's face fade in and out of my mind. My heart aches every time I picture her face. I also called her at school. Guilt tears at me. It's just a little misunderstanding. It started off small and grown to some age in my mind. I'm hurting her. I'm making her suffer. I know that. But damn it. My hand hurts. Why'd I punch the wall? I'm such a dumbass. I hurt myself for nothing. It's not like it's a serious injury. You have to worry about me, Akari. Akari.
もういいかい？
まだだよ。
もういいかい？
まだだよ。
Brilliant sun sinks below the horizon. Its lingering rays dye the sky orange. Long shadows are cast. Parents lead their children home by the hand. The park isn't changed. Kids are playing.
もういいかい？
まだだよ。
I'm sick. It was Akari's turn to find us. Everyone went home without telling her. I was the one who suggested the idea. Akari was a timid crybaby as a kid and picked on her all the time. I think I just did it because I liked her. After we ditched Akari and parted ways, I went home to watch TV. When my favorite show ended, I wondered how Akari was doing. I had to assume that she had already gone home. But I was curious, so I put my shoes on and headed back to the park. Akari was still there. She was crying and calling out for me, mostly and our friend as she wandered in circles. I felt guilty for what I did. I was just trying to mess with her. Just wanted to tease her a little. And yet, as the one who suggested ditching her, I felt like a wretched person. You still are! Quite frankly, I am confused why she fucking liked you since you were kids. Sounds like fucking Stockholm Syndrome. Oh, I punched a nearby tree as hard as I could. It hurt. I didn't think it hurt bad enough.
ひろゆきちゃん。
Akari cried and called my
ひろ
name.
ゆきちゃん。
ああ、ここだ。
I endured the pain as I smiled and
ひろ
waved.
ゆきちゃん。
Akari grinned and wiped her tears away. She sprinted to me, almost falling over in the process. Then she grabbed my
ひ
hand.
ろゆきちゃん。見つけた。
She said it with a smile. It hurt when she grabbed my hand, but my heart somehow hurt more.
ひろゆきちゃん、どうしたの？あ、手から血が出てるよ。どうしたの？
She was shocked when she looked at my hand.
ちょっとな。
Tried to hide what it
どう
did.
したの？痛い？痛い？
平気平気。なんともないって。
Akari gripped my hand with tears in her eyes. I tried to calm her, but I cried a little myself. Akari. Same thing. I heard her again. Have I not grown up at all? Clearly fucking haven't. Wake up to bright sunlight. Outside the window is a vast blue sky. I lift my head off the pillow to check the time. It's almost noon. That dream really brought me back. How many years ago was that anyway? Forgotten all about it. And still aches a little as I hold it in front of my face. I have this to blame. Pain in my hand must have brought those ancient memories back. It's a weekend, but I don't feel like doing anything. I just laze around all day. Lay back on the sofa and read a magazine until I toss it aside. Grab the remote of the table and turn the TV on. It's a weekend afternoon, so there's nothing good on TV. Decided to just watch a show I had on tape. After 2 episodes, I lie down on my side. Close my tired eyes. A sigh.
あかり。
A whisper before falling asleep. Phone wakes me up. Man, that's annoying. Okay, I'll pick up. Oh, coward. Expecting him to call again. I waited at the phone for about a minute. The phone doesn't ring. Who was that? I'm wonder curious. Maybe it was Akari. I suspect it was. Overthinking this. I lie down on the couch again. I sigh and shut my eyes. Akari. Just then, I abruptly sit up. I'm confident that Akari was the one who just called. Akari wanted to hear my voice. I have a feeling that's it. Akari, fucking be a fucking man for once in your life! I say, but he has been a man in other route. It's just that this route specifically turned him to a fucking bumbling fuck up that needs to be euthanized. I must say, Akari. I want to see Akari. There's no time to waste. Put my shoes on and run outside.
あら、ひろゆきちゃん、久しぶり。
どうも。
I know. Why is her mom hot? Oh no. Oh no. Bound greet Akari's
あ
mom.
の、
あかりなら今ちょうど出かけたわよ。さっきどこかに電話してたみたいだけど、その後すぐ出て行ったわ。
Called someone. And that call must have been
千
her.
穂ちゃんあたりと待ち合わせでもしてるんじゃないかしら。
どこ行ったかわかります？
さあ、どこだか。
あ、じゃあ、いいです。
そう？ごめんね。
Bound leave Akari's house. Managed to figure out my feelings, but when I see Akari, I'll talk to her. That feeling alone pushes me along. If I could just see her usual smile, I feel like I'll find all the answers. Akari, 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 I want to see you. Akari, Akari, where are you? Akari, 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 we get it. I want to see you. It was the dream I had that morning that did it. Akari was crying away for me. I feel like that was it. I search any and every place that comes to mind until sunset. The sky is red. The distant memories of our youth. Look for Akari in places I remember going to with her. Put my hands on my knees and take several deep breaths. Reach the park at twilight. There are no longer any kids playing in the park. Look around, and then I see someone sitting on the bench in front of me. That has to be her. The person I see is...
ひろゆきちゃん。
Akari stands up from the bench.
あかり。俺、
ひろゆきちゃん。見つけた。
あかり。
なんてね。来てくれるような気がしてた。だから、ずっと待ってたよ。
あかり。
You know, I almost kind of feel like this is the bad ending for Akari at this point.
私ね、さっきからここでずっと考えてた。
考えて
私は一体いつからこんなにひろゆきちゃんを好きになったのか、ずっとそれを考えてたんだ。
た。お、
今考えるとね、私小さい頃はひろゆきちゃんのこと怖かったの。
怖かった。
よくいじめられてたし、いたずらもされたし。
そうだったかな。
I played
け
dumb.
どある日を境に、私ひろゆきちゃんのことが突然怖くなくなったの。
You know, never mind.
優しいところを見ちゃったから。
Never mind. I think that she has her own issues.
優しいと
覚えてる？小さい時みんなでここでかくれんぼしてて。
お前を置いてけぼりにしたってか。悪いな。あん時の言い出しっぺは実はこの俺だ。
やっぱりそうだろうと思った。
Akari
み
grins.
んな帰っちゃったけど、その後ひろゆきちゃんだけ私のことを心配して見に来てくれたよね。
首謀者だったからな。ちっとは悪いと思ったんだよ。
でも私嬉しかったな。来てくれたことも嬉しかったけど、それまでずっと怖いと思っていたひろゆきちゃんの優しいところが見れたから。その日から私ひろゆきちゃんのこともう前みたいに怖くなくなったの。相変わらずぶっきらぼうでそっけないままだったけど、そのくせ実は優しいんだなって分かっちゃったから。それからそれまで以上に一緒にいるようになった。私が自転車に乗れるようになったのも、逆上がりできるようになったのも、泳げるようになったのも、みんなひろゆきちゃんに教えてもらったからだよね。
そうだったかな。
Akari smiles
い
and
つも
nods.
一緒にいるうちにどんどんいろんなことが見えてきて、そしてどんどん好きになって。
あかり、
And then
ひろゆきちゃん、
this still feels undeserved.
あかり。
ひろゆきちゃん、おとつい言ったよね。お前はずるい、受け身すぎる。
おお。
だから今日は私の方から積極的に迫ってみたの。そうだよね。いつもひろゆきちゃんに責任を押し付けてばかりじゃずるいよね。
あかり。
これからは私の気持ちもう少しはっきり言うことにする。してほしいことはっきりと言葉にして言うよ。私はひろゆきちゃんが好き。それにひろゆきちゃんのことを好きな自分も好き。こんな二人が大好き。
This feels
好きっていう気持ちは一つじゃないよ。その時その時いっぱいあって、その全部を満たしてほしい。だからずっと同じ関係のままじゃ嫌なの。
あかり。
ちょっと欲張りすぎると思うけど、それが私の希望だよ。
あかり。
ひろゆきちゃん、
悪い。昨日まで悪かったな。お前の言葉ではっきり分かったぜ。俺やっぱりお前が好きだ。初めてだよな。はっきり口にしてこんなこと言ったのは。
ひろゆきちゃん、
本当はいつ言ってもよかったんだ、このセリフ。なのに
I feel nothing here.
ずっと待たせちまって
I genuinely feel
ご
nothing.
めんな。
Like,
ひろゆきちゃん、ひろゆきちゃん。
like the game forced us to turn down all the other girls for this.
お前の欲張りできるだけ俺が叶えてやるよ。だから お前も今まで通り俺のわがままに付き合ってくれよ。
Hold on, I feel the need to look something up real quick. Yeah, like I wonder why the first one I find is immediately like someone using this copy pasta in the context of Fei Zhao. I am going to not read that one because Fei Zhao actually can hold her fucking. Actually, don't mind. There apparently someone full on wrote it about Fei Zhao as well. But anyways, I'm gonna not read that for Fei Zhao because Fei Zhao is too put together and able to actually hold her alcohol. So I'm gonna fucking read the version of Misato. Anyway, sometimes I fantasize about Misato coming home drunk and beating me until I feel numb. She kicks me in the ribs until I can hardly breathe. Then she starts to cry and apologize, begging me to forgive her. She holds me all night as I gently cry into her t-shirt. Is there any hope for me? This is Akari talking about a potential future with fucking Hiroyuki at this point. I'm convinced. Like, if this man ever gets his hand on alcohol, that copy pasta, fucking Akari is going to personally feel very, very in tune with it. Akari has tears in her eyes. Her hair smells nice. Good childhood friend, like a sister. I know everything. She knows everything about me. All of it together makes Akari the girl I care for most. I feel it deeply. And none of that felt earned. None of it felt earned. I've never actively regret. Have I never regretted going for a route? I guess I've never regretted going for a route that I finished. Like, before, when I regret going for a route, I usually just drop it. I mean, are there any routes that I genuinely regret starting that I finished full on? Because I cannot think of any, right? Well, actually, we are back in Kakanuka Station sparking, but I don't. Nah, the concentration of Kakanuka Station sparking is high as well. But she makes up for it by being a genuinely really good character in any route that isn't hers. So I can't say I would rate it the same. I don't know right now. Anyways, the school trip ends without issue and we return to school. At school that day, most students have gone home, but a few remain in our classroom to talk about the school trip. I'm one of them. Sunlight through the window was growing dim, making it time till they finally leave. After the others leave, I wander up to the roof. I just want to see the beautiful sunset. I'm also a bit tired from talking. I want to get some fresh air. Look down over the guardrail. Members of the sports teams are working up a sweat in the schoolyard. Students leaving through the school gate cast long shadows. Still a while to go before school closes for the night. I lean against the railing and look up at the sky. Sunset creates a beautiful ombre on the sky. Sky to the west burns bright. The burning red spreads, eventually dissolving into the blue of night. Go on, Wake. School trip. After a series of events, we'll be returning to our regular lives. In another 2 weeks, we have to deal with midterms again. What a pain. Why do students have to take so many tests? Do we never get a chance to chill out? I could go back to the start of Golden Week. As everyone feels that way after a nice break. Anyway, the school trip was fun. Got a lot of nice memories out of that. It was the highlight of some high school experience for sure. Akari and I did a lot together over the course of the 5-day trip. We were clearly closer than before, and Masashi and Shio seemed to notice. Well, that's fine. It's not like we're trying to hide that we're dating. Akari and I, it was a long time coming, but we were finally honest with each other. Met a lot of people and had a lot of experiences this spring. Throughout it all, I realized my true feelings about Akari. She's more important to me than anyone.
ひろゆきちゃん
Someone suddenly calls my name from behind. I turn around and kick her in the fucking chest, and then turn around and see Akari.
まだ靴があったからもしかしたらここにいるかなと思って何してたの？
別に。ただぼーっと夕日見てた。
ふん
Akari squints and stares at the setting
そば
sun.
に行っていい？
Akari asks with some reservation.
もちろん。
修学旅行楽しかったね。
Oh, this route sure wasn't, though.
そうだな。やっぱ北海道はいいよな。食い物はうまいし、空気もうまい。こんなごちゃごちゃしたところとは別天地って感じだぜ。お、そうだ。なあ、あん時撮った写真、もうプリントしたか？
昨日お母さんに頼んどいたんだ。もうできてると思う。
よし。じゃあ早速見に行くか。
Akari
どんな
nods.
写真が撮れてっかな。
ひろゆきちゃん後半はふざけた写真ばっかりだよ。
バスでのお前の寝顔もあるぜ。
そんなのいつ撮ったの？
お前熟睡してたからな。だらーっとよだれ垂らしてさ。
本
嘘だよ。
当？もう
まあでも可愛い寝顔してたぜ。
ひろゆきちゃん
Bask in the red of the sunset as we lean against each other and look down at the town.
私たち二人のアルバムいつもお互いが写っていたらいいな。
Akari whispers an affectionate look filling her eyes as she rests her head on my chest.
はく。何言ってやがんだお前は。
Akari bashfully laughs. I blushed and smiled before wrapping an arm around her shoulder. Akari grabs my hand.
少しずつ写真増やしていくか。もうすぐ夏だからな。とりあえず夏休みになったらいろんなとこ行こうぜ。
Akari looks glad. she nods firmly. Akari's silky hair sways softly in the gentle breeze.
ひろゆきちゃん
ん？
海行こうね。
おお、いいね。行こうぜ。
お祭りにも行こう。
そうだな。
花火にも
おう。
いつまでもずっと一緒にいようね。
This does kind of feel like it's just worse executed Konomi.
Which I guess makes sense, because I think they probably learned more for her. What's the fucking family name again? Yuzahara. That was the name. Still need like an English translation of ToHeart 2 and Other Days. And I wish I could actually like get the fucking Dungeon Traveler games for ToHeart 2. Alas, I fucking can't on Steam at least. I'd have to go through fucking DM Store, I believe. Response to Akari?
Huh?
I give her a strong nod. Akari and I, a relationship had blurred lines for over a decade at this point. Or like siblings, but not. More than childhood friends, but not a couple. That was our relationship for a long time. We were within each other's reach, but we never saw a line we never wanted to cross. Now it's different. We can reach out for each other, embrace and kiss. We can be honest and express our love. The relationship has finally changed. Akari is now the most important person in the world to me. He's irreplaceable. Eyes are as kind as ever. Feelings are genuine and sincere. I love Akari from the bottom of my heart. We snuggle together and keep watching the town as the sun sets. It's the town we were born in. The place we were raised in. The place where we found love. We'll make a lot more memories together in this town from now on. Here all the time in the world. A few moments later,
ひろゆきちゃん
Akari whispers.
今何考えてるの？
She asks, looking fondly at me.
お前と同じこと。
I smile.
何？
キスしたいなーって。
Akari grins.
同じ。
She nods. Soft smile is more precious than any. Her soft smile is more precious than any jewel. Slowly close her eyes. Put a hand on her cheek and bring my face close to hers. I softly press my lips to hers. We finally moved beyond our ambiguous relationship as childhood friends. That long season has passed, and a new season has arrived. A new chapter as boyfriend and girlfriend. A breeze sweeps across the rooftop, bringing with it the chill of night.
ひろゆきちゃん
Akari's sweet whispers make me smile. Her sweet whisper makes me smile. I love these two. I sure don't. Oh, there's fucking Rio unlocked out of fucking nowhere. Where the fuck did you come from? Who the fuck are you? I'm only reading like the... Or is this just which route to go for next? I mean the only ones left are Shiho, Serio, Ayaka, Rio. And if for some reason I decide to be funny and gay, Masashi. I made a mistake again. Piss off. Anyways, I'm doing this. You know what? Let's go from frustration to frustration. Next is gonna be Shiho, and I'm going to stab the writers if I end up liking her more than Akari by the end of her route, because then they managed to fucking completely end more characters. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, see you next time. Bye bye.